What is going on? I'm Zedmod. This is my long forgotten account. Now, this account just was sitting there rotting at 3 engine rooms, high rank 17, unable to get a match, so I finally made the jump to 4 engine rooms. And I gotta say, I don't really enjoy it. People are using grenadiers, and it's taking them like 3.5 minutes. So I'm gonna show you my 4 engine room strategy. Now, disclaimer, this is not the best strategy. This is how to make 4 engine rooms fun and win along the way. As you can see here, doing fairly okay. I'm going to show you quickly what I'm talking about as far as my goals and dreams and things like that. So we're going to sneak Bullet into that corner. That far right-hand corner is never covered. And then he's going to get this engine room on the right. Then we're going to drop all 8 rocket choppers over here and barrage 1 engine room and barrage and artillery another engine room and do fairly well. Now this tech tree, let's have a quick look here. My artillery is maxed, my barrage is maxed, so it is essentially 5 artillery to take down an engine room, whether you do 1 barrage, 3 artillery, or 5, whatever it is. Nonetheless, Sky Shield is the answer at the 4 engine room level. Without a Sky Shield, you have no hope ever. I'm going to quickly show you a couple more attacks, doing a couple different fun things, and people are failing because they're taking forever. So now, same thing, sneaking Bullet over into that far right-hand side, and then just letting him do his business, and then using Heavy and Zuka, simply because why the heck not? You can barrage through a Sky Shield without any difficulty, and then just using all of our GBE. Nothing sexy about it, just using all possible GBE. And my GBE isn't maxed yet. Let's do that right now because we're going to need that, and that'll make things even better. Let's keep going. Showing you like 3 minutes 23 seconds is crazy fast. That is a ridiculously fast time, and it is all thanks to rocket choppers. You're not going to get a time like that using anything but rocket choppers, I don't think, unless you can somehow barrage all of them. And then just sneaking along, using a little bit of smoke, little bit of Bullet with his tauntness. Now, taunt is not ideal. I don't really like using taunt. I had forgotten about it many times, but generally speaking, when there is a grappler there, let it grapple Bullet and use taunt, and you can get some extra goodness. That's why I've got a cannon around the outside of mine and a boom cannon and this boom cannon here. Just protect that outside as much as you possibly can. Dr. Superman actually had a pretty good attack against me, but just doing the same sorts of things, trying to sneak over into this right side and letting Bullet kind of get stuck there, and then the rocket choppers are clearing that right engine room and then the other engine room barely, and then we just come in here with our remaining stuff, and you'll notice that that engine room was mostly underneath the Sky Shield, but you can usually snipe a corner. I'm finding this to make 4 engine rooms actually enjoyable. Before that, it was completely painful, and I just was not enjoying it whatsoever. Just bringing our rocket choppers over the void, shocking some things, and then Bullet coming along for the ride. I had intended to drop Bullet a little bit late, but it actually worked out fairly well because this rocket chopper goes back, gets that engine room, and then up in here, all they've got is flamethrowers and a mortar and stuff like that, so we just need to throw all of our remaining GBE that way. There's a lot going on. I find that I'm not using all my GBE because I'm trying to shock things and send Bullets somewhere and send my rocket chopper somewhere else. But there's all sorts of good stuff that can be done. And 4 engine rooms, I gotta say, of the attacks I've seen people doing, they are not fun. Like, I've seen people bring in like 8 boats of grenadiers with Bullet and just waiting, and only getting 1 engine room and stuff like that. So if you're using grenadiers, yes, you're gonna rely on your defenses to bail you out, and I don't like those kind of attacks because it's not nearly as much fun. And warships, to me, if someone's taking 4 minutes to get 1 engine room, that is not enjoyable for them. I can't see that being enjoyable for anyone. So just sneaking our rocket choppers in there and then getting this down. Now, this is very high risk reward. I don't recommend this for everyone. I don't recommend this unless you're trying to either push, and once you get this down, you can do very well, or if you're just trying to have fun at the 4 engine room level, because 4 engine rooms is just full of defenses, full of sadness, and 5 engine rooms is getting there as well. So my next video on my other account without the Zedmod, without being spelled out, is going to be 6 engine rooms. But for now, we're going to stick with this. I'm going to do a couple live attacks, see if I can not screw up the mojo. Hopefully this base, yeah, looks barely doable. And again, let's just check that grappler. That grappler is the first one I've seen that actually covers all that stuff. So I'm going to make sure that we've got Bullet with his taunt, because that can be incredibly, incredibly helpful. All I have to do is get Bullet up to that front bit, and suddenly he's going to do all sorts of good stuff for us. So I'm going to drop all of these. Oh, man. See, this is the problem. I end up tapping, and then I tap too many times, and now we're going to have to wait for Bullet. So I intended to drop Bullet down in here, and I did not pull it off. So Bullet's going to be a second. We're going to have to wait a minute or two. Not the end of the world, but I really, really would have preferred to get this into the right sort of neighborhood. Now you'll see all of our rocket choppers are just going to clear this nice little hidey hole. Thankfully, somewhat thankfully, they like to shoot all of the things before they shoot defenses. So we're just going to, before they shoot engine rooms, I should say. And now we're just going to kind of hang out in here. We're going to throw, I just barraged all of my, did I hit them? Nope, not quite. So I got a little bit lucky. I forgot about this engine room over here. Now I need to throw all my artillery on that right-hand side engine room. Should still go down. I can't count very well. Like I said, I told you I tend to have extra GBE left over. This time I barraged my rocket choppers and forgot about this bottom one. So boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. See, like this. This is exactly the attacks that I was talking about. How is Boom Boom having fun? If you're one of those players using Grenadiers with medics, please let me know if you're having fun, because to me this just seems like watching paint dry. I love Grenadiers on the main base. They are a great, great troop, but on warships where it's supposed to be quick and fun and fast, I just find this to be painful. So Boom Boom, all the power to you. At least you're using battle orders. I've seen a lot of people actually use Iron Will instead, which is extra painful, but this is just so slow. And the whole point of, for me, for warships is kind of like Brawl Stars, where you're doing quick, fun games, and 4 engine rooms has turned into not fun, I think, unless you like watching your opponents fail. Like, some people do get a fair amount of joy out of watching their opponents. This attack to me isn't super duper awesome, but it all depends on instant training. It also depends on what your goals are. So please, if you're using Grenadiers on 4 engine room level, do let me know in the comments what rank you're at, how much fun you're having, and all that good stuff. Okay, let's do one last attack, see what the heck we can do here, hoping to keep the Rocket Chopper's bus moving forward. Speaking of buses, I will be going to 5 engine rooms once we get those bright yellow magic school buses. Perfect example. All this person has to do is move their shock blaster a little bit and they can block this attack strategy, but they are not going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Bullet back in here. You'll notice that I've got Taunt activated still. That is my #1 problem. I do that way too much. Also, they've got no shock mines slowing us down, so we can get back into there. As soon as that flare starts to get a bit more activated, we can drop all of our rocket choppers, trying to drop them a little bit earlier than the last time, watching Bullet's health, but now we can just go barrage, barrage, artillery, and then kind of just hang out for a little while as Bullet does his thing, as our rocket choppers do their thing, and now we're just throwing artillery madly, wildly, and hoping to get all of that down right about... I threw too many artilleries, not enough barrages, but 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So hopefully, and they retreated already, so hopefully that gives you a glimpse or an idea of how to use rocket choppers. Again, it's not for everyone. I'm not saying this is the best strategy and everyone needs to do it, but I think it's the most fun strategy at the 4 engine room level. And as you can see, they're moving up towards 17. I was at 1740, I think, or so. So trying to get back to where I was in the 3 engine room level, slowly but surely. Anyways, that is all for me. Hopefully this gets you back into the fun aspect of warships. If you're using Grenadiers, do let me know if this gets you back into using rocket choppers, maybe. Curious if it's going to help you win or not. I skipped the rocket launchers down there, also skipped Grenadiers, and I'm saving to get over into here. I think this node is like 28 plus 28. Might even be 30. Anyways, nonetheless, as always, I'm Zedmont. Don't forget, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what's going on, what's shaking, what's happening in your warships. Have a fantastic weekend. This weekend is a long weekend here in Canada for Family Day. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.